morning, everybody. Dear children, you know the importance of today. It is the birthday of the all-time greatest mathematician, Srinivasa Ramanujan. We are proud of being Indians. As a formal session of offline, we are inaugurating the session of Ramanujan Day celebration. Now, I request Principal Sir and Ambassador Coordinator to be join the occasion to grace the session. First of all, I request Principal Sir to light the lamp and garland first to start the program.
All of you stand up for Saraswati Vandana.
Now I request Principal Sir to garland Goddess Saraswati Mata. Also follow. To garland the all-time greatest mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan.
ठीक है ना, एडिट कर लेंगे समय कट कर देंगे, इजी हो
Dear students, you know the importance of Ramanujan's contribution in terms of the field of mathematics. There are lot and greatest inventions of his all-time and unique theories like Ramanujan's small theta function and Ramanujan's alpha and gamma particle theory, which are now being unexplored by greatest mathematicians of the world. Those days of 130 years ago, in spite of his poverty or ill health or his social conventions and all the systems, the great message of his life is given to us. You should never give up in spite of your any hurdle of your life and continue to go with your goal. So, to have more detailed session of his contribution, let us have a glimpse of his autobiography or history of Ramanujan by close to class 12. Tanvi Gokare. I asked her to joining the session to make you more aware of Ramanujan's life and get inspired. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Respected Principal Sir, Amber Sir, and teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, I got the opportunity to say a few words about the great mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan. On the occasion of his birthday, today we are going to know a few things about his life history. Srinivasa Ramanujan, a fellow of Royal Society, born on 22nd December 1887 and 26th April 1920, marking his death anniversary, was an Indian mathematician with almost no formal training in pure mathematics. He made extraordinary contribution to the mathematical analysis, number theory, infinite series, and continued fractions. Living in India with no access to the larger mathematical community, which was centered in Europe at that time, Ramanujan developed his own mathematical research in isolation. As a result, he sometimes rediscovered unknown theories in addition to producing new works. Ramanujan was said to be a natural genius by the English mathematician G.H. Hardy, which they claimed that he was in the same league as the mathematicians like the Euler and Gauss. Born in a poor Brahmin family, Ramanujan's introduction to a formal mathematics began at the age of 10. He demonstrated a natural ability but was given books on advanced trigonometry written by S.L. Loney that he mastered at the age of 12 only. He even discovered theorems of his own and rediscovered Euler's identity independently. He demonstrated unusual mathematical skills at school, winning accolades and awards. By the age of 17, Ramanujan had conducted his own mathematical research on the Bernoulli numbers. Ramanujan received a scholarship to study at the government college in Kumbakonam, but he lost it as he failed other mathematical coursework. He joined another college to pursue independent mathematical research, working as a clerk in the Accountant General's office at the Madras Port Trust office to support himself. In 1912 to 1930, he sent samples of his theorem to the three academics at the University of Cambridge. G.H. Hardy, recognizing the brilliance of his work, invited Ramanujan to visit and work with him at Cambridge. He became a Fellow of Royal Society and a Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. Ramanujan unfortunately died due to malnutrition and possibly liver infection at the age of 32 in 1920. But during his short lifetime, he had independently compiled nearly 3,900 results, mostly identities and equations. Most of his claims now have been proven to be correct. He stated the results that were both original and highly unconventional, such as the Ramanujan prime and the Ramanujan theta function. These have been inspired by a vast amount of further research. However, the mathematical mainstream still is rather slow in absorbing some of his major discoveries. Ramanujan's Journal, an international publication, has launched to publish all his work of mathematics influenced by his work. In December 2011, in recognition of his contribution to mathematics, the Government of India declared 22nd December, marking his birthday, should be celebrated as every year as National Mathematics Day, and also declared 2012 as the National Mathematical Year. That's all for today. Thank you.
Now I request Coordinator Amber Sir to have a few words about the program and let us have limelight and inspired with the thing.
Students, first thing that I would like to say is this is after COVID scenario, this is the first program that is being done offline. Okay, so even small, but it's a good program. And one more thing, like Tanvi highlighted a lot of things about Sir Ramanujan. How many of you exactly know about Ramanujan sir? कितने लोगों को पहले से रामानुजन जी के बारे में मालूम है? जस्ट रेज योर हैंड। आई थिंक रामानुजन डे यहाँ पे तो पहली बार सेलिब्रेट नहीं हो रहा है। इन आवर स्कूल इट इज सेलिब्रेटेड नियरली एवरी ईयर। यस, तो बाकी लोगों ने तो सुना है ना। एंड इफ यू नॉट हर्ड देन रिक्वेस्ट यू टू वॉच अ मूवी मेड ऑन हिम, अ मैन हू न्यू इन्फिनिटी। इट वाज a Hollywood movie that was made, A Man Who Knew Infinity, and that was based on Sir Ramanujan. Please do watch that movie. क्योंकि उस मूवी में there are few things that have been highlighted about his work. Specifically, there is one statement in that movie in which Hardy asks him, Sir Hardy, under whom he went, Ramanujan, how you were able to do these things? Because he was very young at that time. And Ramanujan just replied that I don't know, it just happens. Means you could imagine by God's grace or what was his mental ability, he is just going on with the calculation part, written part, theorem लिखते चले जा रहे हैं. वो लिख रहे हैं बस, he is into flow. And people are unable to understand. And still, it is a statement which is said internationally, कि if we are able to solve or understand 30% of the theorems still pending to be understood by Sir Ramanujan. उनकी 30% थ्योरम जो अभी भी पड़ी हुई है, जिन पे रिसर्च चल रही है, अगर वो रिजॉल्व हो जाती है, तो the country which will be able to resolve it, understand it, will be so advanced in technology कि वो economically number 1 country हो जाएगी. Can you guess what is the ability of those theorems and this work? That was the intellectuality of a mathematician, and the best part that he was an Indian. So proud to be Indian, and that's all for the day. Thank you.
To add on this part, the importance of Ramanujan is such way that he was recognized worldwide without formal education, and that too around 150 years ago, where we are under British rule and there's a race down, a lot of entrances are there. And moreover, he is the person from India to be from the Department of Mathematics as the first person to get the fellowship of Royal Society. And he has done his research work in the world famous institutes of Europe and America. And the Ramanujan statue was first established in London. So that you understand the importance of his capacities in terms of the field of science engineering, like Ambassador told now, Big Bang theory, black hole theory, all those theories are connected to his inventions of subject with respect to exploration. He was such a fool that he can't write theorems on paper. What you can say, waste papers of his working boat, which are like paper waste, he used to maintain, and still they are preserved by the University of Chennai. Each piece of paper is a doctorate for the young mathematicians or young scientists of India or the world. Such is his greatness, and we should be definitely inspired and proud of his performing in the field of subject mathematics, though we are tiny particles of it. To continue with, I request Principal Sir to have a few words about the importance of that.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
So, like Amber said, this is the first program we are having after, I think, we had last program annual day celebration 2020, I think, 1920. So I forgot when we met physically. So again, it is apart from this celebration, I am very happy to see all of you physically, and I know that all of you were very curious, but things were not in line to call you physically. But now slowly and slowly the life is coming back to the normal. But still, you are not yet vaccinated because you are below 18 years of age. Take all the precautions. Coming back to again this celebration, so for me, Ramanujan was a genius. Not only for me, all over the world. Like Tanvi, she has just briefed about the life history biography. Few words which I noted. So first one is without any formal education. Formal education means like you are coming to the school, having your schooling, you are having teachers, you are having periods. This is called formal education. but he was not having all these things. In spite of that, whatever work he did, still nobody able to match. So these kind of people, they are born with different wiring in the brain. आपको पता है ना, we have a lot of nerves, and when the nerves join, it makes synapse. So the number of synapse we make, that much of knowledge is important. So see, he had a different wiring. Second, I was just focusing about his age. जो एज में हम जवान होते हैं, शादी करते हैं, ये सब करते हैं, वो एज में वो सब करके चले गए. So first landmark 12 years, then 17 years. So this is remarkable. So don't compare with him. He is a genius. But what can we take from him? So one incident, I was just browsing, I was reading. So how much hard working and engrossed he was there in his work. So there is one story. His friend Srinivasa, he dropped in Chennai to visit him once, and his friend told him, Mr. Ramanujan, you have been regarded as a genius. So he said, I am not genius, my elbow is responsible for this genius. So he was shocked. This elbow, ये कैसे हो सकता है? Then he said, at that time this paper, pen, all these things were not available to him. Because again, you have seen, he was not having those kind of resources. जो resources आप आज के पास आपके पास हैं, लैपटॉप है, ये है सब, everything is there with him. So he was not having resources. So that time he used to work on slate. हमने भी बचपन में तब स्लेट हुआ करती थी, ठीक है? वो कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट का वो जो आता था, उससे हम लिखते थे घड़ियां से. तो he used to solve lot of theorems. तो वो solve करते थे और पहुंचते थे, फिर सॉल्व करते थे, पहुंचते थे. तो दिस एल्बो, ये पूरा का पूरा उनका जो स्किन था रॉट हो गया. तो उन्होंने ये बोला कि दिस इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर माय जीनियसनेस इफ यू थिंक आई एम जीनियस. देन हिज फ्रेंड सेड, व्हाई डोंट यू यूज पेपर? ही सेड, आई कांट अफोर्ड पेपर बिकॉज इफ आई डू दिस काइंड ऑफ कैलकुलेशन लाइक शास्त्री सेड, इट रिक्वायर्स 4 rings in a day. You know how much paper comes in 1 ring. So what a student can learn, don't compare with him because we are not able to match him. But at least we can take few things. हमारे पास इतने सारे resources हैं, फिर भी हम लोग कंप्लेंट करते हैं. अभी आपके पास, सबके पास ऑनलाइन है, ऑफलाइन है, टैब है, बुक है, अच्छा टेक्स्ट बुक है, टीचर्स है. So they think why we are not able to perform. I am not talking about only maths, any field. So you have plenty of resources. This fellow was not having all those resources, but he was strongly determined to do something. So these kind of people, they come into our life once in a lifetime. बार-बार ऐसे लोग नहीं आते, ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग. And again, like Amber said, we should be proud because he was an Indian. So if you see our Indian culture, our history, lot of invention and discoveries were done by Indians, but unfortunately under the influence of Western media or Western people, we were not able to recognize efforts. So आपको पता नहीं मैथमेटिक्स के क्या होता है, वो एक अलग पार्ट है. एक बार सिर्फ, दिस इज माय रिक्वेस्ट, एक बायोग्राफी पढ़ लीजिए आप. मूवी फिर बाद में देखिए, पहले बायोग्राफी पढ़ लीजिए, विकिपीडिया पे किया हुआ है. नोट डाउन कि इन्होंने क्या क्या किया और उसमें से क्या मैं कर सकता हूँ एज ए स्टूडेंट. डोंट कंपेयर with his nature, that we can't manage. So please do that part. If you can take few things only, it is useful for you. So you can be a successful person, but we are not comparing with him. So such was the greatness of Ramanujan, and that's why, like Shastri said, कि इतने सारे theorems उन्होंने बनाए हैं कि still people are discovering. वो समझ नहीं पा रहा. So 32 के अंदर एज में इतना सब कुछ करके चला जाना, और अभी भी world is clueless. There are n number of scientists, n number of people who are every day working on it. कितने सारे साइंस के स्टूडेंट्स PhD कर रहे हैं उनके थ्योरम के ऊपर रिसर्च कर रहे हैं. And unfortunately, whatever the work he did, it was recognized by foreigners, like hardly my God. So again, that is because our people were not able to understand. So such was a geniusness. So definitely we cannot match with him, but definitely कुछ तो हम उनसे ले सकते हैं. First one is strong determination. Whatever we want to do, we should be completely determined. We should be convinced कि ये फील्ड है, ये मुझे काम करना है तो करना ही है. And we must यूज ऑल द अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज, जो हमारे पास जितने रिसोर्सेज हैं उसको पूरी तरह से यूज करना है, कंप्लीटली एनग्रोस्ड इन अवर वर्क, दैट वाज हिज फिलॉसफी। तो इतने 3-4 चीजें, इफ वी टेक ओनली दिस थिंग्स, all of you will be successful whatever you will choose, whatever you do. So this is my advice to you. So request you, all of you, just browse the history, the literature, बहुत ज्यादा भी नहीं देखना है, उस पढ़ने के बाद then you watch the movie, then you will understand. In the movie, various parameters, various things have been shown, various layers of his life have been shown. So how much it was tough for him, but he were again like Shastri and Amber said, he never lost hope. There was always a ray of hope for him. And another important thing, have you listened carefully? He failed also once. सुना था ना आपने? वो एक बार फेल भी हुए। तो फेल होना हमारे लाइफ में हम लोग बहुत डरते हैं कि फेल हो जाएंगे तो सब कुछ वर्ल्ड खत्म हो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं। Fail means what? Maybe our efforts are not up to the mark. That's why we were not able to cross that barrier. So that we have to again rethink कि क्या बैरियर थे जो मैं क्रॉस नहीं कर पाया, उसको वर्कआउट करो, and definitely we can do n number of things. Again, like in this pandemic, all of you have changed yourself a lot. Earlier you were not a digital learner, isn't it? Now you got this new skill. आपको पता चल गया Google Meet क्या होता है, Zoom मीटिंग क्या होता है, PPT के अलग अलग लेयर्स क्या है, ब्लेंडेड लर्निंग क्या है, हाइब्रिड लर्निंग क्या है। आप में से कितने ऐसे बच्चे हैं जो मुझे पता है जो एकेडमिक्स में अच्छे नहीं बट इसमें बहुत अच्छे हैं, all these things, so they can choose career in animation, other things, so there are plenty of things we explore throughout this, so that also has changed you. So this adaptation we should continue because we never know what will come next in our life, but definitely we should take this as a challenge. So these few things we can take from Mr. Ramanujan. उनको तो हम मैच नहीं कर सकते, but at least few things we can take and to make our life also better. So thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for inspiring and very direct speech. What we can take from the life history of Ramanujan, it was specifically highlighted, which is meant for our community like teachers and students also. And we are ever learners. If the subject is worship, you know it. To close the session, I want to thank each and every member of my faculty, Department of Mathematics, for their relentless efforts in making this program. And I am going to announce a great and amazing, interesting thing for you. Today evening at 7 p.m. we are having the live session of YouTube. You will be sent the link in the groups also. A bonanza of cultural, entertainment and intellectual sessions as skits, songs as well as programs and unique things are blended with 1 hour 15 minute session. Please be ready to have the session, to enjoy the show in your standard and make it more happier and what you can say celebrate. So today is the format as Sir and Ambassador told that first time interaction physically to start the session as you are available to build the session now. In the evening 7 o'clock we have the YouTube live session also. And I want to congratulate and thank all the students who are part of this and other students who has given their cooperation and contribution also, as well as we have the students from lower classes to higher classes up to 12 contributed with respect to teachers, guidance and coordination. We will be enjoying the show. And to wind up the session, I appeal all of you, let us go with the spirit of this 20 hour session with the what you can say ways of Ramanujan life history, what the message is given. Because highlighted by Principal Sir and Ambassador. Let us carry with this message and continue to dedicate in our chosen fields and in our chosen lines of interest. Let it not be completely maths, but this is a base and students already with maths, they have still a lot to be done in the base as we are the forerunners of his research. So I want to thank all of you and other department teachers also who contributed and to make this program successful and the non-teaching staff, everybody, and to have this great session to continue till the evening and continue the spirit forever as we breathe. So thank you one and all. With these words I am going to close the session and wind up this formal offline session. But still there is there, we can have it. Thank you one and all.